Oh, Jeremy is joining. Jeremy, we cannot see you.
That's okay.
Why? No, not okay. We wanna see you. You actually have a good room. Is it your study room or your room?
It's my
Big
bed,
one.
a bit messy, so I just gonna
Ah,
leave it
okay.
off.
So Katie will do little presentation now. Yeah, we are ready.
Let's roll.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, we're go live. Hey guys, hi, fellow First ABC team members, clients, and potential tenants and landlords. My name is CathyThe. I'm a mortgage consultant with RTC Mortgage, and I just want to give you a quick rates update for today. So as you know, Bank of Canada announced their decision for overnight rate last week, and they decided to hold so far. And we're hoping that will be the trend, but they are tentatively saying that they potentially will apply more efforts to reduce inflation rate down to 2%. So enjoy the current rates if you can. I would highly recommend to get a pre-approval and rate hold if you are shopping for property. And we still have a trend nowadays to go with a 3 years fixed. And the best rate for today is 584 with exception, and then high ratio 5 years fixed is 529. So for 30 years, 5-year variable is 664, 3 years fixed 599, 30 years, 5 years fixed is 614, and then for rental variable is 705, 3 years fixed 661, and 5 years fixed 624. If you're considering B side, there it will be late 6, early 7% depending on the type of the application you're going with, credit history and income type. And if you're considering private mortgage to consolidate debt, purchase or refinance, or a second mortgage for investment or any other purpose, pay out debt with a CRA or whatnot, it is starting at 8% and up to 12%, depending on the equity and LTV on the deal. There is a trend nowadays that private rates go with a 65% LTV as lenders being cautious with the market, but there are still a couple lenders on the market who can offer at 80% LTV. As I mentioned, the rate will be 10 and up, and if you're interested, please give me a call.
Thank you, Katie.
Thank you.
We want to ask William if he want to give any input about current market for buying, selling, for commercial.
Yeah, I am very frustrated recently because, my last offer collapsed 2 days ago, and I spent about over 6 months. That is small business asset deal. And then I know them very well. I bought the business for them 2 years ago, and then they trusted me, and then they get back to me, and then they are quite busy and they want to have another business location in downtown, but last minute they said the main thing is that they want to get 2 business locations, but this is my personal thing. And then this morning, right before I joined this Zoom meeting, I just got a call from my another client who I just leased the commercial building about 3 years ago in downtown Kitsilano area. And he's doing he's a kind of what can I say, the constructor. So he's doing the interior job for kitchen or commercial kitchens, and he's telling me that now the economy is too bad, so there are all in all, I think the market situation is quite bad to the realtors. I don't know, maybe some realtors may have different feelings, but as for me, I can feel that the market is very slow nowadays. So that is my personal
I
experience.
asked, I asked yesterday the one lawyer and one notary public how many deals they have coming through. So they say it's slow, yeah. So it's a kind of
I think
indication
Katie might
compared
be,
to usual.
yeah, Katie might be the right person because she's doing the mortgage, so she can directly feel how many, the number of the transactions, whether it is increased or decreased. So what do you think,
Okay.
Katie?
Well, notary for sure they're in the end of the transaction, right? So if they are working right now, they kind of see results of what was August, end of July, which was like a vacation season. So typically for them, September is low. They are on a different calendar, on a different schedule. Of course, August was a bit of a slowdown, but now with the Bank of Canada holding rate, we are expecting that the market still will be active till about November, and then in October there's a prediction that there still will potentially be one more increase over 0.25%. So we'll see what happens to the market after. But so far we can expect it more or less to be active for those clients who still can afford to qualify. Mostly we see private deals right now. Second private, debt consolidation, first private.
I have interest in people coming from Ukraine now, a lot of people, like second big wave, I would say. And some of them are very actually rich and big business people. Like today, one guy called me, he's owner of the big factory in Ukraine. So it's maybe also some buyers, right? But they will not qualify maybe for mortgage. Maybe the deals that owner financing would suits them. Yeah.
Well, there are exceptions for them to purchase, right? Which is still kind of lawyer will be able to explain more on that, because at first, if they are depending on their status in Canada, if they're coming with a QI against QI program, then I believe they have they still have a work permit, but it's I don't remember what type of status is that.
Yeah, they speak about this, that one spouse need to go for job to get PR, and another spouse can develop business in the meantime. So it's like together kind of they can plan like that, right?
Because officially, if they are on a work permit, which QI it kind of falls under, then they have to claim 2 years taxes in order to be eligible under exception. If they fall under refugee, I believe there was a discussion whether they still can get exception as a refugee, which they're not, right? So not real lawyer will be able to tell exactly, because there are changes every day and exceptions getting through. Because if they're treated as non-residents, there's still 25% purchase tax, right?
But I don't think for commercial, right? Commercial is okay.
Commercial they can buy, yeah, I believe.
Okay, thank you so much for your input, for your regular updates. We're happy to have you here.
If there are any ideas of what type of information or update our visitors or viewers want to have, we can chat more about just different topics. So
okay, thank you. Yeah, we can
put in the comments. Put your ideas in the comments.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I finish with Instagram because yeah,
you're not live.
We also have yeah, I'm finished there. Yeah, we just in here, but we can put it on YouTube, so we are recording here.
Okay.
I mean, we finish over there. Like if we want to, right, we can cut it off.
Mhm.
But what we wanted to discuss with Alec, we have now growing more files. We want to implement a system for. Do you have already at least a name of those, Alec, of those systems you have in mind? We want to
Yes.
ask William, we want to ask William about which one he knows and what he likes and doesn't like about this. I know he was using DATS, right, a lot. So yeah, can you, Alec, present us so we can discuss that one?
Just a minute, please.
So there are some new ones. Now some agency started to use and they like them a lot. We have one actually recording meeting with DATS a few years ago. And at that time was some loopholes with accounting. Our accountant pointed out, and they say like they probably dealt with this by now. All those, you know, like when you sync with QuickBooks, there are some mismatches there. So what the system is for Katie to understand, when agents for rent or for sales, they have many files, they upload it to software, like so files by names, so at least they know check marks which one they need to upload. Of course, there are some loopholes about that too, but it's more or less organized to remind them, oh, you forget this form or you didn't upload that form.
It's more for your operational side, right?
Yeah, it's for operational, yeah. So we are choosing such a system to implement, which one? Because some of them have like 1 year contract, 1 year with them, you couldn't get out, right? Some of them month to month. It's also like important to know what the terms of contract.
Okay.
William, can you talk about that? Whatever.
So to confirm on the MailChimp, Alec, when is your when is your next one newsletter? Do you send them with by a certain date, or just wait when you have enough? Should we jump?
We usually send.
Should we jump on another call? I feel like I kind of hijacked what you wanted to discuss and.
Usually we have MailChimp newsletter out for public holidays, most cases, right? We may have it like, for example, if William will have open house, new listing, we may put it one like that. But typically we have at this moment for public holidays. Which one gonna be next one?
Thanksgiving, probably.
But it could be anything. Yes, Thanksgiving.
So
and then
I'll email you something for Thanksgiving and wait for you. Like if you want to give me some deadlines when to send you information and when is the sign off or any other approach I need to know.
Usually they start to do it at least like 5 or 7 days in advance. Then it's they circulate between agents to see what updates, and then it's come out. So it's a bit of timing, yeah. At least 5 days, I would say for sure.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Well, let's keep in touch, and then for the follow-up, boss, Natalia. So should I just try to give a call to Alejandro?
Yes, because they also have source of referrals. So they have such field like if it's referral from you, we didn't get that deep yet to understand how to use it. Maybe you can explore that part. Yeah, for referral source, how to
It's just the thing is because I'm not
synchronize it.
subscribed. I'm not subscribed. I'm not a acting user. He may not spend time on me, right? So I'm not sure if it would make sense to dial like
You know,
out.
they are very friendly, especially about potential users. Yes, you're always potential kind of candidate to use it. So from that point of view, they should be able to spend time with you. You can book even a call with them to explain to you the system. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, but that's a different thing, right? Like I'm sure it's a different person who does that usually. So the one who does customer service and the one who sells and just do demo presentations, they're different people.
Yeah, you can go both routes because those who sells demo presentations, they quite advanced in all areas of usage of it, right?
Mhm.
Because they need to sell it to explain. Yeah.
Mhm.
Or you can say I'm particularly interested in that feature, so they can refer you to the person and make appointment with person who would be expert in that. They quite a good support.
Yeah, but they won't give me access to your site. The idea is that they connect my API to your access. So without you,
Yeah, you can tell Alejandro that's what we want to do. So probably he will help you there. And we also almost ready for next level, which is gonna be 10 people, including set fee amount. So potentially we have room for you, but I don't know if it's to put you in any case, if we're gonna be paying that, right? So maybe we can do it that way. But also it's connected from our email, which we pay about $20 a month or once. It's just more than our Gmail. Yeah. But I think it doesn't matter which email we will put for the person in. Yeah, so we may do it that way as well.
It all gibberish for me, but anyway, I'll see what he says. I sent him an email, and once he responds, we will go from there.
Yeah, we can figure something out. Like, I mean, if we have now 8 people and we have room for 2 more and we will still be paying for 10, so for that timing we can add you on for free for you, so you can figure out also how it works and how to connect, what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, thank you guys. Have a good week. Bye.
Thank you. This is a done solution. Oh, they definitely changed the website. Website looks the difference now. So I believe William was end user of this for several years, right?
Yeah.
And what do you think, William, your experiences with it?
Yeah, I used to date system for several years as a end user. I like it. So that streamline and make it very efficient. So there are plus and minus points, but I think that they have more plus points because it can organize all the deals, and I don't have to send everything into email or share the Google Drive folders. It can absorb all that kind of functions. We don't need Google Drive anymore if we use date solution, because I can upload all the deal related files directly to the dates, and then the manager and admin can see the files immediately, and if there are any mistakes or some corrections, they give me their comment or guideline by email, and then I can revise it and upload again. So very convenient. So very efficient, and it can be my personal record also. So I can track all my transactions or performance for yearly basis or monthly basis. So in that sense, I had no problem using it. But one thing is that we need some slight customization, especially for commercial deals. It is good for the residential deals, but for commercial deals, it is not good enough to accommodate all the needs. So maybe they request some unnecessary documentation like what can I say, title search or something like that. Mostly for small business asset, we don't have title search, something like that, right? But they put it as a compulsory documentation. So the trick that I did was that I put any other dummy documentation to the title search. Otherwise, it does not go through. So because it requires title search for the commercial deals too, as a standard or compulsory option. So I have to put any other dummy documentation, whatever it is, to go through. So that kind of thing is a little bit funny thing. But other than that, especially for residential deals, it is quite sophisticated and then good. And also I can see at a glance how much is my total commission and what is the commission structure, all that kind of things. It can automatically calculate my commission when I upload the system. So that is a good thing. But my concern is that we are doing the renter property management. So I don't know how optimized or customized this system for the renter property management jobs. So that I don't know. So
they were trying to come to that after 2 years. They were Alex services. What now they have for whom? Realtors, they don't say for property managers, right? But they were telling us we can customize file's name and we can put it like that, right? Yeah. So I kind of inclined to go with them because they're BC based. So all it's based on BC rules and regulations, which is good. Downside, what I heard from another brokers, they sign 1 year and then they get frustrated because they feel like they have like basic education and after you need to pay 30 or something dollar each time you talk to them, kind of support. It's not unlimited, which can be problem if it's newer agent or maybe older age agent and not very good with technology and he need to ask many questions, so can end up bankrupt, right?
Yeah, I agree. It has some learning curve, not easy at first. But so at first I was very confused because I have to spend time to study. But the good thing is that they have all the video clips, the video manuals. And then I think that video manual can cover most of the issues. But still, the agent, I mean, the newcomer have to spend some time to get accustomed to this system. Yeah.
So I put actually also same another one we using now, right? CRM. It's like I looked at it another day and I feel like we only scratching the surface. There's so many features there. So I make a folder, and in this folder all emails from him, shared files. You can use and see recommended video to watch and what to pay attention to. Another thing, he highly recommended to use their number so we can track everything. But in such scenario, we need to add this number to 3 databases anti-scam, otherwise it may show in scam, right? So have to do all these preparations. Once we do that, so I'm registered with them, business number and number. I believe also Elvira have number and Diana have number for the system. And they suggested me 2 more databases to register with for anti-scam. So it will say this phone, it's not scam, it's legitimate business. So they not put it scam if we call from that number. So that should cover it. And also what they saying, they are almost done implementing WhatsApp integration and Facebook Messenger integration, which is good.
But
And Alex,
yeah,
sorry, yes.
yeah. So my thought about dates, my recommendation today is to the company. I think I think there are 2 major functions that dates has. One is documentation management, like I said,
Yes.
right? And the other is financial management. So it can generate T4A. But I think there are another financial related software like a loan fox, maybe something like that, right? So if you are considering some accounting or finance management system, then you can consider dates or loan fox or something others. But
actually,
for,
what we get didn't go with them 2 years ago because our accountant found in the system maybe 20 problems, and he pointed out, say this is wrong, this is wrong. So they were shocked. So he is maybe better specialist than they are. But they were working on that, and they say they do it or not. But we had meeting, like 2 hours meeting with accountants, and that's how he discovered all these issues with them.
Okay.
So give them free update. So now I don't know now, but what we can do, we can meet with them again like this, and for accountant to see, and then accountant say, you can use it for documents, but for accounting, I refuse to use it. It's gonna mess up my books. I don't want it.
You mean dates? You mean dates system? Dates?
Dates.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
dates.
my point is that, okay, so for document management system, you can use it, but we still can use the Google Drive, right? So I don't recommend. If you have no problem for the financial or accounting area, accounting management, that's fine. But I don't know about that area. All I can tell you is about the document management system, which is okay or good, but compared with the Google Drive and the dates, if we have dates, that is better. But if we have to pay money, right? So considering the return on invest ROA and that kind of thing, I don't recommend the dates.
We are in meeting, Kevin.
Yeah, I don't recommend dates.
I told them there's a $400 $395 indemnity if they're going to run ads, correct?
Yes. Sorry, Kevin is now on meeting.
Okay.
He's double checking his meeting with landlord.
Okay.
Double checking the fees. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Can
Yeah,
you repeat the last? Yeah. Can you please repeat your last sentence?
Yeah, so my recommendation, I don't recommend dates to introduce now because we still can use the Google Drive, and considering the ROI, return on investment, right? I mean, if it has a very powerful efficiency in financial area or accounting area.
Unfortunately, not yet.
That's my point. So if it is not good at the accounting management system, then I don't recommend to use the subscribe the dates.
I mean, maybe it's good for those who don't do accounting at all and the system total mess, right? Maybe good for those, but we have very sophisticated accounting system, and it's not matches up with ours yet. Anyways, yeah. And Alec, what is another ones? Can you go through, show us a few more?
I have more than 15 CRM systems that I'm currently reviewing. So
So we don't need that many. We need kind of like short list them,
Yeah,
right?
but I'm currently reviewing them. Write a short review if this system is good or bad for us, and after that
Can
I
you
can present.
Can you show us the list so I can tell you which one? I
This
was
list is
trying-
not completed yet, so now I can show it. I don't think it will help now because it's not completed
No,
yet.
I just interested in one particular one. I may be able to recognize. I forget the name, but if you show the list, I should be able to identify it. This is some new one. Many agencies now used, and they switched from Debts and Lone Wolf to it, and they say it's better. So that's which one I'm looking for. And it's somehow from Alberta coming up. No, Monday it's not for. Yeah, this is good
I know,
software, but it's
I know, yes,
it's
that's
not,
why I make a review.
Monday it's not real estate particularly, right? Property base, okay. This one we don't know, maybe. Top producer, yeah, many people use it.
Yeah, top producer.
Uh,
Yeah.
It's also, let's see others. Really trusted. Yeah, I know
That's
about
CRM
that one. I
system.
know personally.
It's just for FinTrack.
I know
It's-
person that. Yeah, FinTrack one we can put that one in regardless. So it's a separate one. Yeah, it's a good one, right?
Yeah, it's fully
Or
free, so you
FinTrack.
can use it also.
Yeah, so there are only two to choose from, so it's easier. Or really trusted or
It's not the
FinTrack.
full list. It's not the full list. As I say, it's not complete list yet. I have 10 more CRM systems to review. I'm not completed
For
yet.
FinTrack? For
No,
FinTrack, you have to.
I mean for CRM system, not for FinTrack in total.
Okay, can you show me another? I'm just looking for that one I had in mind.
I can just read you the name
Okay,
because
yeah.
I have it on another computer. One hub.
Can you? One hub?
Yeah, just a second. I will add them in this list, but a little bit later.
Okay.
One hub. Then real estate accounting software. This one.
Yeah, I think it's an environment, right? That's what they are using. But is it also the document management? Yeah.
Yeah, documents, transaction, business.
Yeah, this is the new one. This is the new one Remarks using now. Okay. Yeah.
There are so many. Wow.
Yeah, there's very much of them.
Yeah, Illumina many using in, especially in Ontario.
Yeah.
But it's so scary. We have this managing brokers meeting, and they were discussing maybe 3 hours, all of them, and they discussing from perspective of really users who've been using it for a while, and each of them have pluses and minuses. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Then Freshworks.
Freshworks I never heard of. but it's maybe
Yeah.
become more complicated, especially
Right.
in the beginning.
Okay. Oh, so many.
Uh-huh. I get
This-
confused by just
Oh,
looking
so
at
confusing.
them.
So many.
Yeah, but this one's is
5%.
it's the best ones I can.
Russian?
Russian?
No, it just translated.
Okay.
And there one more tonus they're using, right? Only it's for business booster clients. Maybe
Yeah.
that one also good.
Yeah, I found maybe 100 or even more CRM systems. So I choose the best ones, I think. And after that, I will review them. And after I will review, I will prepare a presentation so we can discuss and choose the 1 or 2 CRM system to choose. And after that, we can choose one and start using it.
This is by Lone Wolf property.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lone Wolf. Yeah.
base.
But Lone Wolf is another CRM.
Many people using Lone Wolf.
That is financial
many.
accounting system.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
This
but
one.
this is property based. It's not Lone Wolf.
Uh-huh.
It's another
You
one.
see the powder but Lone Wolf.
Yeah, but Lone
Did
Wolf,
you run this, Alex, did you run this question? What is top 3 or top 5 system used by real estate brokerages in North America?
yes, but I don't think it will be convenient for us because most brokerage work in sales, not in property management or renting or rentals. So
Oh, I see.
yeah,
You want
so
to find
yeah,
you want
I
to
want to find
find the one that you combine.
yeah,
I actually
combine, yes.
one time I came across very good system. I forget the name, but it's very popular in Australia and it's only Australia based. And that one very cheap one, and it's combined property management and sales. So you may look at that one too.
Mhm.
Yeah, but if this is Australian one, maybe it will be not convenient for us to use it. Because most
The regulation.
yeah, because all of the CRM system I showed to you is BC or Canada based, so it's very convenient for us.
So what my understanding does, it's good, but it's have two downsides. No like support, unlimited, have to pay for each question asking, and also it's a minimum one year commitment. Plus, if you do something, it's have to be more like payments. So to have a complete one, I think it's at least 800 something minimum a month. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so we are
Yeah, okay.
done.
So,
We get even
William,
more confused than before.
Yeah.
Alex, we get even more confused than before. But what I remember, some remarks, broker who already using it for 1 year were recommending environment. They say they're happy with it compared to Lone Wolf they used prior. And also they use DATS prior. So they like this one over other two for some reason. And they are not very big firm. So they kind of middle size. That particular franchise. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I just sent a text message, the WhatsApp, to you and Ale,
yeah, I
admin
see.
group.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you don't mind, I just want to discuss this matter again. Okay. So yes,
Yes.
actually, several days ago, Ale also sent a message to get the opinion about how we work together as a team, right? And then yesterday, Natalia, you sent me the idea about what is the best way to work as a team, right? So I read it this morning, and right before I joined this Zoom meeting, I just text messaging and I couldn't finish it, and now I just sent it. So I just want to have the kind of open discussion about. So I want to make it very clear about what championship means for me. Okay, and I still believe that my idea is quite efficient in the situation. So if you see my message, let me just explain one by one. Okay, if you see the message.
Yeah.
Okay, so number one is that I still believe it is the best way to communicate with one person, the champion, to communicate with the owner, to reduce any misunderstandings or any noise, right? So that is one thing. And the other is finding tenants. That is our job, right? To find tenants, nothing else. Absolutely, 100%. Finding tenants. In order to find tenants, we can do whatever we want. We can do, right? But if you think the more in detail, there are two ways to find tenants. One is through media platform. We can use as many video platforms as possible. Most famously, Facebook, Craigslist, and our company homepage, my own homepage, and social media, Instagram, link, and leave that rent or any other platforms. So we can get more platforms, and we can put maybe more ads and refresh ad daily basis. And you also give me a tip that I can slightly modify the ad and then just keep posting every day on Craigslist. I think that is a great idea. That is one way to get the new tenants. And the other is through referral program. So we have to widely open to everybody and then let them know about the new project. Yeah, we got the new listing. So if anybody knows any potential clients, welcome and just introduce to the list to us, and we can pay you referral fee, let's say 10%. So that one is to our internal agent or external people or agent members, mortgage broker, lawyer, I don't care. We just expose to everybody. And if anybody have their good leads, they can just give us the lead. I mean, give the list to the champion, and then we pay them the 10% or 20% referral fee based upon our guideline.
So you agree with that one, because I was worried you don't want that 10% referrals because they already have it in place.
No. I'm mostly welcome. If I cannot find my own tenants through the ad, I can get the help from other people, those who know any good potential tenants, and I'm willingly pay the 10% referral fee, no problem at all. Because our job is to get the tenant. That's it, right?
Okay,
but,
that's great.
But
because
don't be confused. Don't be confused between the referral program and internal support. I still don't like the idea that we put all the internal agents into the project and divide the commission with 1 divided by n. 4 people divided by 4, 5 people divided by 5. I don't think that is a good idea, because I need only one helper. So what I mean by helper means mostly for showing those who live nearby the property. So they can, for example, Vancouver, the listing in Vancouver, I cannot go every time to Vancouver, So I need somebody, those who can help me and then show the property. That's it. And then I can pay them some portion of the commission, of course, because they are also contributed, right? So that is my mean. So we minimize the participant of the project. We minimize and streamline. So we give the maximum reward or maximum commission to the participants to motivate them. Okay, that is different from different.
This is very good advice, the only downside to it, like each one have upside and downside,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
So sometime owner cannot wait even, sometimes it's counting hours or 20 minutes and then he already rented, right?
Yeah.
So for this point of view, sometimes, so what I want to share, why is the system like this? When I just started with Vancouver luxury agency,
Mhm.
so we were doing at that time only 3,500 plus listings. And at that time it was luxuries already, right, by the price, because quite good two bedroom in downtown was 1,900, 1,700, something like that.
Mhm.
So you understand prices at that time. So then for that reason, but how they run the business, from where this kind of any agent have a listing, they put keys in an office. So basically any agent listing was any other agent listing. So for example, I have client, I can show 100 times. I take office. I'm not asking listing agents. I go grab the key and I go showing, right?
Mhm.
So it was a system like that.
Mhm.
That's why it's kind of comes to me from that system. It's have its upsides because when you agents without listings, you can participate in any listing, yeah. But in the same time, it's created some confusion. So it's have a good side that its listings going faster, better for landlord actually, because
Mhm.
it's very fast turnaround. Yeah. Another thing I would say, for example, William, you have listing one bedroom, right?
Yeah.
One bedroom furnished, for example, in downtown. And also Jeremy have one bedroom furnished in downtown. So for both of these listings, it's exactly same client basically looking for.
Yeah.
So I have a question in this scenario, how do we deal with such? Because it's really beneficial would be for both of you to share this person to show them both listings so that he can choose one.
Yeah. So my answer is that number one, yeah, I have the one bed listing in downtown. Jeremy have one bed listing in downtown. Okay. Then I'm the head of my listing. Jeremy is the head of his listing. We are cooperating each other. We know that these two listings are under the same company, FSR, and very similar. So if I have my client basis, they maybe they see my listing, and then if they don't like it, I immediately refer them to Jeremy and vice versa. So two champion can communicate each other. So during the Zoom meeting on Tuesday, that was my original thought. Maybe we can bring here some guests, like a mortgage broker. That is half, maybe half or less than 50% of the total session. And the rest of the session, all the champions in this, all the agents join the meeting and then introduce their, what's going on with their project, and also share that kind of information together.
You know, my only worry is because I know tenants very well. I know tenants, if they look with you and they think you have only one listing, they typically not gonna tell you they're looking at others. They will say, yeah, I like it very much, I get back to you, and they go run around. But in any case, typical tenant look at least at 12 listings. So what was my techniques, and I think it's most effective, right? If I have 4 bedrooms in downtown, they asking me about one of them, I always show them all 4 of them. And then the more likely they not leave me and they choose one of 4. Because the tenant need to feel they have a choice. If you only show them one listing, doesn't matter what they say to you, they still secretly looking around.
Of course,
right?
of course, yes, yeah. Secretly
So
or
if you
publicly, they
show
say,
them,
yeah. Mhm.
if they show them second listing of Jeremy, more likely they choose even yours because they feel satisfied. They have two choices. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And you never know. Like I had like basically 5 apartments in 1-bedroom furnished in downtown. I was running them all the time because owners want to maximize kind of income, and they were more like shorter, 2-3 months, 2-3 months higher, right? So, and it was very typical. I always show these 5 apartments every time, and this one, when I show person 5 apartments, and every time, I don't know why, one person like one, other another, it's I even stopped to try to understand why, yeah, but
Mhm.
they kind of similar. But person would say I love this one, or I hate this one, or
Okay, Natalia,
but if I show them only one, they would always say,
yeah,
yeah,
okay.
I like it, I will
So,
get back to you, and they never
Natalia,
come
I
back.
agree with you. I agree with you, absolutely, 100%. That is very good points, okay? So, for example, especially in the downtown area, just happen to be, there are 3 listings, all the same condition, maybe 1 bedroom, similar size, and price is similar. So it can attract
Yeah.
one single tenant. Then that 3 listing should go to one champion. We shouldn't divide them into 2 or 3 champions. You are right, absolutely. So in order to make the synergy,
sometimes it's not always possible, because, for example, your friend or your client have 1 bedroom, and Jeremy have also client accidentally, right? So maybe he don't want to give his client to you to be champion, but at the same time you have a
we can
listing.
cooperate. So during the Zoom meeting on Tuesday, so I have the 2 listings in the similar area in Vancouver, for example, and there's another listing because you are the manager, so you know every project and what's going on better than us. Then you during the Zoom meeting, you just say, hey, there another listing is coming, and since William has 2 similar listings there to maximize the synergy, I think we'd better give it to the William. I think nobody can deny about that because that is right. That is reasonably right approach. And vice versa. For example, in the Coquitlam or Burnaby area, if I have another 2 listings, but it should be the similar characteristics. Maybe one is luxury condo and the other is the just regular 1-bedroom condo. It does not have any this common sense. So that one we can divide into 2 or 3 champions. But if 2 listing or 3 listing have a very similar characteristics, then we have to give it to one champion to maximize the synergy. That is my idea.
Okay, for example, it's Kevin was helping this owner over 13 years, every time back and back again, and he have 1-bedroom furnished, and you have 1-bedroom furnished, even in the same building. Sometimes we have 2 different agents. They're not always willing to share with each other, because he say, why would I give somebody my client, my listing? I know this client very well. I work with them over the years. I confident. I don't want to share. How we deal with this?
So that
You know what I mean?
Because you are the managing broker, and all that leads is coming from you. It is not ours. It is company lead, right? So
not always.
I mean,
Just,
mostly.
I'm helping.
Yeah. So anyway,
but
the
it's in our case. But
lead provided by
it's
the
not
company.
normal, right? Usually cut listing should come from agent.
I know. There are
so
2 different ways.
Because I'm an agent, I actually given you guys my own listings I used to work with over the year. So in a way, I'm giving you my very secure, very comfortable for me income to make money. I hope appreciate that.
Yeah,
but it's
I
my
appreciate
personal
that.
listing.
I appreciate that.
It's not company listing.
But what I'm saying is that if the lead is coming from company, you have the authority to coordinate the leads. I think that That one, you should make it clear upfront. Okay. So you,
Yes, but
yeah.
if you say I only want to be champion and Jeremy say I only want to be champion, so how we deal in this case? We need to create some formula everybody agreed with on a similar, exactly similar listings. Otherwise, we are actually undercutting the clients, giving clients disadvantage and to
So
ourselves too.
that's why I'm
Because,
suggesting to have a meeting all together and get the consensus and get the ideas.
Mhm.
And I believe everybody can be agreeable about what we are discussing, because that is a reasonable way. So anyway, we have a discussion and we get the other people's opinion about that. And then you can finalize and then you make a company by law or company rules and regulations,
okay,
stuff like
William,
that.
can I ask you, for example, Jeremy has one listing now, right? His client,
Mhm.
and you have a listing. So at what compensation, on what percentage you are willing to show to his client? So he send you tenant he have,
Okay.
what exactly gonna be?
There are two ways. One is if for example, if I'm the champion and Jeremy is the helper in my project, okay, which means he is doing showing and I'm communicating with the owner and all the negotiations, and Jeremy is just showing, okay, and as a helper, then I don't know, maybe we have to make a decision about the rules, maybe 25% of the commission or hourly basis. I don't know, but we should make a rule like that. And vice versa. If I join Jeremy's project as a helper, okay, then the same thing, same rule applies to me. I cannot be always champion, and Jeremy cannot be always champion. Kevin always cannot be. I cannot handle all the project. So we have to divide each project, but we minimize the participant per each project. So
Okay,
that is a coordination. So that is one thing. The other is, if I just happen to have the lead, actually that is my lead. I have a listing in the area and he just visited my listing, but he doesn't like it. But I introduced Jeremy's listing. By the way, the company has another listing in the area, and then he liked it, right? Then that is a kind of referral fee. So I get paid, let's say 10% referral fee if that particular lead visit Jeremy's listing and then make a deal. Then Jeremy pay me 10% referral fee and vice versa.
So your suggestion, if you just pass the number, it's 10%, but if you participate, it's 25, and it has to be no more than 2 people.
Yeah, because because for example, if I be the champion, I'd like to get minimum 50% as a champion, and 25% goes to company, right? As a referral provider, and 25% goes to the helper. Okay, so I get 50% as a champion, 25% goes to helper, 25% goes to company. So that is my basic idea.
Makes sense, yeah. But if 4 people, 3 people, and they okay with it, all 3 can
then
get 25%.
less commission.
If they
then,
like it.
Yeah, I mean, if there are more participants in the project, so I'm the champion, I have 2 or 3 people involved in, then we have to divide all the commission into 2 or 3 or 4. That I don't like it.
It should be no more than
because what I'm saying is that even they get involved in the project, actually it is not helpful. More important thing is the ad platform or referrer. Nobody knows who is gonna be the referrer, but referrer was guaranteed that they can get the referral fee, right? So we just minimize the participant. Yeah.
Yeah, William, don't forget that often we have this landlords as already referrals fee from someone, and we already committed to pay.
I know.
10%.
So that one we have to 10%. Okay, I understand that is a part of the business. So that is fair enough. So if somebody refer the listing lead upfront, we have to pay them for 10% already. And after finding tenant, somebody bring the tenant, then we have to pay another 10% referral fee to that person for the tenant lead. And the first was for the landlord lead, landlord referral. So I understand that is how.
Jeremy, what do you think? Do you have opinion about our discussions? What do you suggest?
Yeah.
Maybe you have different way of thinking what we're discussing.
I think it's okay what he's suggesting.
So you feel it's good idea, yeah? And how it's different? Because to me, like when I'm hearing, I'm thinking, that's what we do now. Like maybe I'm not seeing something. In which way it's not what we do?
So what I'm saying is that when you make the contract, the lease agreement, authority to lease, we upfront make a decision, okay, this project goes to Jeremy, or this project goes to Kevin, or this project goes to William. If this project goes to me, then I'll just prepare the standard lease documentation, right? That I can modify, and I put my name on it. And then I'm the agent or listing agent for the project. And then I hire my helper. That can be you, Natalia, or Jeremy, or Kevin, depending upon the location. And then we make an internal deal. Okay, so I'm the champion of this project, but if you help me join this project, then do the showing and that kind of things, then I will pay you 25%. So that is internal deal between me and other people.
Another problem, how to say problem or issue with some landlords.
Yeah.
Because as you know, nobody owns the clients, right? In a way. So some difficult landlords, what we were doing with, we are change champion on purpose, because first champion cannot take them anymore, and so we're doing it's like you know, I used to deal a lot with a performance, right? So we're doing in a way so in this case, very difficult owner, it's kind of disoriented them in a way best for them. They change their focus from being negative all the time, and they now look at new agent, new perspective. And in this case, we were able to carry this owner up to end by the changing in between 2 or 3 listing agents. I know it sounds crazy, but this system worked very well with extremely difficult owner.
I understand. I understand. But still, that is not okay. That is kind of exceptional case. Let me tell you this thing. I didn't mention, but the listing price. Okay, the one of the major goal for the champion is to decide the listing price with the owner. Okay, and then what's more important is that if the listing price is too high, we can see it after maybe 1 or 2 weeks later, depending upon the showing frequency. We can suggest to the owner, hey, I think we'd better slightly lower down the listing price. But please understand, if I don't have any rapport or trust with the owner, it is very difficult to suggest that kind of the price changes. That's why there should be a champion, those who have a good relationship with the owner, and then the owner will respect the listing agent idea based upon the market situation or other comparables. I believe in order to get the tenant, we have to lower down $100, $200. So the major role of the champion is to adjust the listing price. Only the champion can adjust the listing price based upon the trust and rapport between the owner and the champion. But sometimes champion cannot handle the landlord because the landlord is too picky, or maybe the champion made some big mistake. In that situation, you get involved in, and then say, in order to save the project, hey, okay, then we'd better change the champion in this situation, because the champion cannot maintain the project anymore because there are big distrust or big anger between the owner and the champion. then you replace the champion in that situation, of course, as a managing broker. So that is my idea.
Can we show with you, Alec, can you show this file for scorecard in shared file? It's in the bottom. Everybody see. Yeah. So what we try to do, it's actually, I get it from this owner of First Penthouse. He's developed very huge business all over North America for his teaching classes, and he uses scorecard. So what he suggests that we have, Олег, can you show that scorecard? Там, где баллы ставить, вот этот. So, and сейчас что-то говорит. So, Jeremy, it's not to underestimate somebody or make somebody, you know, like feel that they're not good and something. No, it's just to make aware or improve everybody each time. Yeah. For example, we can say it. I can say it with sort, and I always have this scorecard in my mind actually for each agent, but I always kind of was not feel comfortable to bring it up to discussions. But actually what they saying, it's better to bring it to discussion. For example, I always say it's to Kevin, I'm not behind his back. When we do to listing appointment, he always bring the price up from even originally what owner was wanted to price it, right? Which is, to my point, it's weakness, because after it's harder to satisfy this ambition. Jeremy, on other side, it's good with this. He always tried to push price down to realistic, of course, level, to market price, but for owner's benefit, not to stay there empty, right? So, for example, this I see as in this scorecard would be weakness on Kevin's part, but he disagrees this weakness. He's thinking it's a strength, right? So sometimes agent don't see himself, then what exactly, and we can see in each other what is a weaker point to try to point out which is a better way to do it. Do you know what I mean? Ты нашел, нет?
Я еще ищу.
Ты не знаешь даже где. So nobody even know where the scorecard is. In a shared files in the bottom of anybody files, it's separate file. So what is the idea at this moment? Everybody put himself his scores for last week, right, on Monday, so we can discuss it on Tuesday. So, but at least we are aware. So the goal is just to improve ourselves, right? Not to like make it a problem, but improve. Ты заходи из billing, go to billing, and go to drive. There are like 100 people calling me for all of a sudden. So if even Alex don't know where it is, I guess it's called weekly performance score chart, and it's in the very bottom of files and share drive. Don't you see it, Alex?
I have a very bad internet connection right now. I can't find it now because
I put it now in a group so everybody can see it. So probably I can share it.
Okay, I think that the idea concept is very good idea and very nice, but I'm just a little bit worrying that at the same time, where we have to minimize the administration or management time period, and we work more focused on the
But yeah,
sales
they
jobs.
actually saying this will minimize it after all because it's bring awareness, and all good companies doing it, like big companies who get success and development.
Yeah, I can see it now, the screen.
Yes. So what it is, it's how fast. Actually, I was surprised to learn from follow-up bosses, and ideal time of return calls it's 5 minutes. Otherwise, it's for their kind of for their experience and their statistics. So we have callback time, efforts, conversion rate, documents accuracy, ads control, replies, CRM use. Oh, by the way, Alex suggesting people that use CRM and use a phone number to give them, and also put leads into there actively to give them 1% more for all three things on each time because of the efforts to stimulate that. I don't know. New leads, showings, listing appointments, visuals, vacancies, finalized deals, reviews, media, and it's percent today. What the idea is, if you want to make like 5,000 a month, what is percentage toward 10 of the months? Are you on track, or are you behind, or are you ahead? This kind of thing. That's what actually big company doing, and they doing it daily. I only proposing weekly to kind of increase productivity, and they say it works. Yeah. But it's kind of putting everything out and open, and it's kind of scary too. So each of us gonna see our weakness.
Where okay,
But idea we just monitor it's maybe 1 or 2 months. We used to this, and after we can put rewards on some of it. Say this week, who did this more will be 2% more.
Okay,
Something like
let
that.
me
So
put my comments very quickly, okay? So I am very, very familiar with this kind of concept. That is what we call balanced scorecard. And most of big companies already introduced this kind of system long time ago to evaluate their employees, and especially every year when they renegotiate their salary, based upon this performance chart, they just discuss and then just they estimate the next year's salary. So in that sense, I absolutely agree, and I'm very familiar. Because I was evaluated like this way in this kind of system over 10 years when I was in Korea, when I worked for the big companies. But what I'm trying to say is that for internally, you just monitoring the agent, that's fine, but we are not employees. We are self-employees. We are all independent contractors. So there are some gap between the company employees, those who get paid salary, fixed salary, and those who work as a commission basis. There are some big gap between the two concepts. So if you recommend this one, I will willingly accept it, because I have to make my own business plan. And if I have a tool like this, that is very helpful for me to make a business plan. Okay, so my goal is to make the how many CRM calls and how many showings. I can put that kind of business plan for that purposes. But if I have to put it compulsorily, I don't think that is a little bit too much, I think, because I'm not the employee. That is my idea.
But what is like if somebody then observe you, for example, Annie can put it just to maybe see, then you see, oh, he thinks I'm weaker in this way, but I'm not, right? Or
yeah, so
but
let's go
the
ahead and
idea
see how it works and how other agents talk about that. Let's see. Let's try to go through a couple of months. Yeah.
So there was a good discussions. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully you can also think about my proposal and Alex's proposal, and then we can continue discussing the matters, how to work together.
Alec,
as a team.
can you put William proposal in a file, maybe where we have weekly this
Yeah, so I just
scorecard?
want to
We'll
hear
put-
any other agent the opinion about my proposal too. Yeah. Okay.
And maybe if they shy to fill it out, Alec can call them and ask them on the phone and put in their opinion, at least like that.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you so much,
Okay.
William. We really
Yeah.
appreciate your
Yeah.
business
Thank you, William.
perspective
Welcome.
and
welcome.
experience input.
Okay, we are on the
Yeah,
same boat,
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Bye.
William,
Bye-bye,
bye.
everyone.
Day.
Bye.